bravery doesn't mean a lack of fear. True bravery is facing fear. So without fear, then there is no bravery. But when there's fear without bravery, that's slavery to fear, which is scary. Sorry, I digress. I guess using that logic would suggest that the most courageous amongst us must possess an inordinate amount of fear and stress, but yet still live life to its fullest. Meet my mother. Next to me, she's the biggest worry ward that you'll ever see. I mean, she gets scared by the sound of a sneeze, and the thought of being late brings shakes to her knees. But don't let that surface fool you, cause when it comes to true guts, my mom will school you. First of all, just so you know, my mom's 61. Over the last few years, well, here's some she's done. Kickboxing, weightlifting, capoeira, mountain climbing, belly dancing, ran marathons 4 times and 3 times to the Arctic to work with the Inuit. Then she walked to Guelph just to see if she could do it. So when I'm being interviewed, asked how did a Jewish kid from Canada ever think he could make it in rap music, I say that I pursued it because my mom influenced me to always walk the path that seemed the most true to me. No matter how daunting, unstable, imperfect, my mom was always there for me, exemplifying courage.
I'm the mom.
I'm the son. We sat down to have some fun.
But little did we know,
by the time we were done,
that what would emerge
from this unprecedented merger,
nothing short of a dialogue on courage.
She's my mom.
He's my son, but when we sat across the table,
pens in hand,
blank page, we rose above those labels and were peers.
Inspired by each other,
I see courage in my son,
and I see it in my mother.
Pencil and paper in his small hands, superheroes emerged, first took their stand. Captain Carrot, the boggler et al., the pictures of bravery when he was small. Later taking time off after high school, living in the real world, gathering tools. Canada world youth learning how to give, finding what it means to be human, how to live. Stepping outside what you already know, well, that's one way of making you grow. Coming back to Canada, going to school, doing what was expected, following the rules, prepping for the 9-to-5 society expects, just doing it and doing it, no time to reflect. Then somehow that voice that keeps calling our name, my boy heard. He listened and everything changed. With his hands and his heart, he once again drew from the world around what was politically askew. A cartoonist who, with strokes of black ink, made people laugh, then stop and think. It requires courage to keep listening to that voice, courage also to know you really have no choice. Then Andy turned to music, to words and a beat, telling his life, making experience concrete. When he raps or sings about things that are real, it reaches, teaches others, makes them feel. So when I hear or see Abs rap to a crowd, I listen, I smile, he does me real proud.
I'm the son.
I'm the mom. We sat down to have some fun. But little did we know,
by the time we were done,
that what would emerge
from this unprecedented merger,
nothing short of a dialogue on courage.
She's my mom.
He's my son, but when we sat across the table,
pens in hand,
blank page, we rose above those labels and were peers.
Inspired by each other,
I see courage in my son,
and I see it in my mother.